Good morning everyone and welcome once again to Wacky Wednesday. Today I'm going to begin by asking you all a question. Let's say you're on a grain-free diet, or let's say you're on a gluten-free diet, or you're simply intolerant to gluten. What is the staple that you would choose for your major meals? Do I hear quinoa? Well, my answer is yes and no. You see, quinoa is a pseudo cereal in the sense that it has properties of grains. Moreover, quinoa grows in the western side of the globe. To import it from there to here in the east, we expend carbon miles. So it is great for those who are on the western side of the globe. But for us here in the east, we also dig a big hole in our pocket because, mind you, it is costly. So what if I told you that right here in the east, we have an equally good, energy-packed, easy satiety filler, a great seed, the humble, simple Varagu Arisi as they call it in Tamil, Varisa Tandoor as they call it in Marathi, Samo ke chawal as they call it in Gujarati, or Murio chawal as they call it in Gujarati, Same ke chawal as they call it in Hindi, or simply Upwas ka chawal as they call it in all the shops in India. Yes, dear friend, this is Echinoclea colonna, the botanical name, or jungle rice. And it grows beautifully. In fact, it grows best in the east. This rice or this jungle rice has been a part of our culinary journey from the 10th century onwards. There has been a reference made to this particular food by a wise old poet, Avvayar. When she was called by one of the kings for a state dinner, the king lovingly asked this wise old lady, "What is it that you would love to eat when you come to my kingdom?" And the wise old lady smiled and said, "Varagu Arisi." She sure knew what were the health benefits of this jungle rice. But before I go to the health benefits, let me tell you, this seed has absolutely humble beginnings. It grows as a weed in the paddy or rice fields. For a long time, the farmers thought it is useless and threw it away. Then they said, why not make it into fodder for our cattle? When they started giving the cattle this fodder, they realized that the cattle were growing better. Their milk quality was improving. Their babies were growing better and stronger. That's when they said, why not we have it? So they started harvesting the seed of this grass, and that, dear friend, is Varagu Arisi or Varisa Tandoor. Yes, this particular staple is very high in protein, high in fiber, but low in fat. And moreover, with just a small helping, it satiates you, which means it gives you a full feeling. Hence, it is great as a diet food. It also has a very low glycemic index, so it is great for diabetics. So either if you're on a weight reduction journey, or if you're a diabetic trying to bring down your sugar levels, Varisa Bhat or Varagu Arisi should be the staple of your choice. Then again, this particular Varagu Arisi is very easy on the stomach. It also helps to reduce the reflux, which many of us experience when we are fasting. And that is why I think it became the Upwas ka chawal or the fasting food. So those of you who have reflux or who are now on an intermittent fasting diet, which is the current trend, please do consider the Varagu Arisi or Varisa Tandoor. And mind you, it is quite cheap because we are not expending carbon miles. Now, how did I get bonded to this beautiful seed? Well, there is a story to that. I am from Maharashtra, and Maharashtra's central deity is Vithoba Rakumai or Vithomauli. Every year during June and July, there is a particular spiritual festival we observe called as Ashadi Ekadashi. On this day, a beautiful event happens. All the simple village folks from their villages participate in a great musical dancing pilgrimage to Pandharpur, which is the abode of Lord Vitthal. Ever if you are visiting India around this time, do take part in this musical pilgrimage called Vari, because it will instill your faith in humanity. In this Vari, there is no caste, there is no creed, there is no religion, there is no color differentiation, no gender differentiation. Each one is simply immersed in music, dance, and singing the glories of the divine. So do go there. There is another tradition that we follow on Ashadi Ekadashi, on this auspicious day. You see, all the mothers and everybody in the family fast, and we have a special fasting meal. I would call it a feast. Yes, the meal has bhagar or varitsa bhat, that is jungle rice, and then shengdanachi amti, which is peanut curry, and then we also have the pandri batatachi bhaji, which is white potato veggie. Now it is a very sattvic meal that we have, because it has to be light on the stomach, since it is to beat the acidity because of the fasting, and it is to give the mind peace to focus on the divine. But as a child, all I knew was that if I fasted, I would get this meal. So I started fasting for this. Mind you, in India, most of the time you eat this super seed only during the fasting month. But I now, after having grown up and after having got some more knowledge bites, have reinvented my varitsa tandoor. So I have made today a pulao with lots of veggies and lots of other herbs in it. That adds to the essential goodness of my varitsa tandoor, and it tastes good, not just because I made it, but I have got some credits from my family as well. You can join me to taste it. It's going to be my breakfast today. You can experiment with it, or you can simply boil it and have it just like you would have rice. The proportion is same, 1:2, 1 of vari, 2 of water. The steaming process is exactly like you follow for rice. Moreover, it has a very nice texture, a nutty flavor, and believe me, you'll want to have more of it. I personally, this Ashadi Ekadashi, which was the last week, have made a resolution that once in a week, I will make a Vari with Vari to my divine center and towards healthy living. Thank you.